What's up guys, welcome to another video. You know what it is. You saw the thumbnail. I got that magical call that makes your heart beat out of your chest. For two reasons. One, because you're about to treat yourself to something super amazing. Two, because you know your credit card is gonna hurt. We just picked up something iconic, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and we're gonna put out so much more amazing content out for you. And leave a comment and tell us what you think about this. Love you guys. Stay tuned. Welcome to another video, guys. And guess what? I just went to the store, I got that magical phone call, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to get this watch for so long. Since 2021, when they released this watch with this dial, I was just like, Daddy gotta have me one. Called all my AEDs, called all my connections, and I said, hey guys, put me on the list, put me in your notes, call your boss, call the manager, call whoever it is, I need one. And then one day, I magically woke up in the morning and I got that magical phone call of, David, I got you your watch. You know, anytime they say that, I'm just like, ouchie, because my bank account hurts. But then I also say, I can't wait, I'm coming, I'll be there tomorrow. And you know what? We ended up getting it. Guys, this is the Rolex Day Date, and not just any ordinary Rolex Day Date. It's a 40mm, but with that special Eisenkiesel, which is German for iron pebble, which is a quartz of some sorts, dial. And I fell in love with it, especially with the baguettes on it, and it has 10 baguettes on it for the hour markers. So let's get into it. For whoever who doesn't know, the Rolex Day Date is also known as the presidential, which is like the Rolls Royce of the watches. A lot of iconic presidents and a lot of amazing celebrities chose this famed elite watch to be one of their own. It has become a symbol of power and fame all at the same time. It represents success at its finest. So the presidential, it comes in different variations of precious metals. We'll start with rose, which is a beautiful pink color. And by the way, Rolex has its own gold factory. They actually manufacture their own gold. So their gold and their rose, I feel like it's one of the most special colors out there, and it's patented. So not many people, actually, no one can actually create that color, that specific color. And on top of that, it also comes in platinum. So rose, white, yellow, platinum. Different variations, no stainless steel. The presidential is made in a presidential way. Now, we're gonna start opening up the box and we're gonna show you what we got over here. Man, that's a sight for sore eyes. Let me tell you that much, guys. We got over here my new watch. Now, before we get into the watch, I know what you guys love. You guys love numbers and you guys wanna know some things. Let me give you guys a little bit of an idea. This is a watch that you always wanna buy and you wanna hold and you wanna potentially pass down to your kids, grandkids, and so forth. There's a lot of value when it comes to certain things that people don't think and don't see it in value. A, maintaining and holding the box. I know of so many friends of mine that buy Rolexes and then they throw this away and they end up losing a lot of money. Now on top of that, another thing that holds a lot of value is the booklet and your warranty card. Now, your warranty card comes right over here. Boom, that's how it looks. I'm not gonna flip it over because of the serial number. And this actually probably holds, I would say the box holds at least $300 in value. Warranty card at least $1,000 to $3,000 in value. And if you lose this or just misplace it and throw it away, ouchie. And guess what? On those rare vintage pieces, especially if you're gonna hold it for a long time, it's worth a lot more. For those of you guys that don't know, my wrist isn't that big. And because my wrist isn't that big, I get links taken out, and I got my links right over here. Yes, real rose gold links. Each one can cost anywhere from $500 to $1,500, depending on what type of watch you're wearing. If you lose these links or you lose these tags, you could be in for a hurting too. So there is just a few $1,000 worth of value right over here. So you want to make sure that you hold this. This is just a pro tip for you guys, just in case. And one thing that you guys like, let's talk about the damage. So I got the rose gold 40mm Rolex Day Date on a presidential bracelet with the Eisenkiesel dial with the diamond baguette markers on the dial. It also comes in a different variation which has the actual diamonds on the bezel. But I kind of fell in love with this because there's something super special and classy, I feel like, about the fluted bezel. It has this beautiful thing where it just captures sun and light and bounces it off and just makes it look super classy. But also, it's sexy. But also, it's super elegant at the same time. Now let's talk about how much this watch cost me. I know you guys love to hear these numbers, and I know you, even though it hurts your brother. I live in New York City, so New York City definitely has a high sales tax, actually 8.625%. The watch's MSRP was $52,100. After taxes, it's a grand spanking amount of $56,593.63.
Go shorty, it's your birthday.
So yeah, it's an expensive watch. Now this watch is also one of the most iconic watches. I fell in love with it. I always, as a young kid, when I heard about Rolex, I didn't know about a lot of other Rolexes. It was always the Rolex Presidential that was on my mind. And that was the idea of, once I hit success, I'm gonna get myself a Presidential. Finally, God bless, thank God, I ended up getting lucky enough to get a Presidential. So one thing I love about the Presidential is the bracelet. It's a special 3-link bracelet, which actually wraps around in gold, as you see, and also it's subtle. It's a subtle clasp where you don't know really where to open it or not. It kind of looks like a bracelet. And actually the opening, you have a little Rolex crown over here that you pop open, and then when you pop it open, you can see exactly how to put it on. But then the second you close it, it looks just like a bracelet. The new version of the Rolex Day-Date is equipped with a new movement. It's called Caliber 3255, a movement at the forefront of watchmaking technology, enabling it to display the hours, minutes, seconds, day, and date. So not only was the Rolex President introduced in different types of precious metals, it was also introduced in different types of sizes. Initially, 36 millimeters, 40 millimeters, rare for a couple of years they had the 41 millimeters, which actually a lot of people prefer and some people don't prefer, which is funny because they're becoming kind of a collectible piece right now. But now they're introducing them in my favorite size, which is the 40 millimeter, and they are dated all the way back to 1956. Now this is a 2023, but I wish I could get my hands on one of those vintage models from 1956. A cool thing about the Rolex Day-Date is actually kind of in its name. It's a day and a date. So it keeps track of the minutes, of the seconds, of the hours, of the day, and also of the date. So some of them are gem set when it comes down to the bezel. The bezel is also made out of 18 karat rose gold on this one. Back in the day, before 2023, they had a distinction between the other precious metals and the platinum precious metal. The platinum precious metal used to come on a smooth bezel. That's how you know, anytime you have a precious metal platinum watch, it's on a smooth bezel on the Day-Date, and also it had like an icy blue dial, which I fell in love with. What's the difference between a platinum watch and a white gold watch and a stainless steel watch? Well, it's the actual metal and it's the rarity of the metal, but it's also a little bit on the color. If you guys really notice, a stainless steel watch kind of looks a little bit grayish. A white gold watch is a lot more white, and a platinum watch is actually super white and also weighs way more. So you take that white gold watch and that stainless steel watch feels like a feather in your hand. The second you put a platinum next to a white gold, that platinum is weighing your hand down significantly. So Rolex is also the only brand that actually patented the word waterproof. Now they also tell you, hey, it's water resistant, don't go too crazy. It's not a diver's piece, it's a classical piece. But let me tell you this, I've been wearing this watch for the past month. I've been enjoying the bleep out of it, but I also been taking showers with it, and I put it through also a swim test. I wanted to see if water is really getting in, because I'm the type of guy that when I buy a watch, I'm buying it for me. It's for my collection. I want to use it. I don't want to take it off when I go to the gym. I don't want to leave it at home on certain days. I just want to wear it through the day and casually cruise with it. So for me, it was very important to also test it out and see, is it going to hold up or is it not? So it's actually known to be water resistant for 100 meters. And for all my Americans out there, that's 330 feet. And by the way, guys, the Eisenkiesel dial is special. Each one is unique in its own way. No one dial matches the other, which is insanity. Because in the end of the day, it comes from a select rare, natural stones selected in nature, and no one dial, the way it's cut, no one vein looks the same. Each one has its unique form and DNA, so no two matches match. And in the end of the day, if you end up getting one with a unique vein pattern, it can definitely go for a lot more than a different watch. Also, one thing you should know about Rolex. Rolex is up here when it comes to quality control. In the end of the day, these watches go through a crazy amount of build, a crazy amount of design, and also a lot of testing. A Rolex is known as a working man's watch. In the end of the day, these watches are made sure to be in pristine condition, and also, if they don't pass their quality control process, guess what they do? They take that dial, they take that band, they melt it back down, or they throw that dial right out. Everything they hand over to a customer is in the utmost elite condition. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. I want you to first of all, like, comment, and subscribe. But when you comment, let me know what's the next watch I should actually go ahead, buy, maybe add to the collection, and review. On top of that, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Anything that you want to achieve in life, you can. It's all about just putting in the work in, really focusing on what you want to gain and where you want to be. And I promise you guys, you can achieve all your dreams. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. More videos coming soon. I'll see you on the next one.